The sun fried my brain today. I actually have no idea why I kept this. I mean, it's not disgusting. It's not disgusting. Calling it disgusting is definitely a stretch. The face does kind of suck. It really sucks, but it's not that bad. The rest of the animations are super cool. Yeah. Are you gonna? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was nice out today. The sun fried my brain, though, for sure. Men die, but Shurima lives forever. It was definitely nice outside today, though. Yeah. People really dislike, like, say this matchup is, like, super favored for, GP Sedge, but I don't think it is. The question is, do I save this Green Glade duo? And I think the answer is yes. Oh. Okay. Now I don't think it matters. But this is just an easy play. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's, like, a super uber-duper unfavored matchup. I might just do this. Like, I don't think it's like a super favored Irelia matchup, and I don't think it's like super favored for GP Sedge. I think it's just a lot closer to 50-50 than people realize. I'm toxic, by the way. Hey, me card gamer. Honestly, it didn't happen today. The landlord canceled last second. It's actually a bit of a renter's market here. In this deck, 3 shape, 2 twin, or 2 shape, 3 twin, absolutely. I think I have 3 twin right now. There you go, there's your Defiant Dance. Perfect timing. Yeah. Gamer top decks, always. Yeah. They cheer on me. Our legacy is eternal. Straight up better player? Yeah. Let me see what this list currently has. Oh, it's not. I considered cutting a Blossoming Blade because Shodox and I were playing in tournaments. Like every tournament I've been playing in lately, I'm obviously bringing Irelia Azir because I'm on the Irelia Azir reputation line. I think that's why I'm so big on reputation, as some of you guys know. But I continuously find myself with 2 or 3 Blossoming Blades in my opening hand, even though I fully mulligan them away. So I have half a mind to remove one of these and add in the 3rd Twin Disciplines. And I think that's probably perfectly fine. Yeah, I do like the Field Musicians. Darkodius was saying to remove it, and then the very next day he changed his mind. And honestly, I think the Field Musicians carries a lot of matchups. One drop count is 2, 5, 8. You think you want 9 1-drops? I don't think 1-drops are that important. No. I think Treasure Seeker is just too broken. Was it correct to full swing? Kills the Azir, you're threatening 14, so he can't. Oh, maybe. I don't actually know. The right synergy. So the thing about right is that you can use it for mana a lot of the time. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, the only change I would consider is dropping down 1 Blossoming Blade. Yeah, I don't think we gimp our 1-drop selection for, like, making right better. I don't mind if I have to use a right on a Treasure Seeker. I don't mind using a right for mana if I'm at 4 mana, right? It was a 2 of, it went back up to 3. I think that's kind of a flex spot, and you can do whatever you like in that situation. If you're more comfortable on 2, I think that's fine. But I kind of like it at 3 right now. It's one of your keys to the mirror. So I think if you're trying to win mirrors, it's really important to have the third duo. No, I don't think that's much of a hot take. And you know I call you out for your hot takes, or at least what I believe are your hot takes. Yeah, and I think it's good in this GP Sedge matchup because a lot of people are cutting zaps or not on zaps, especially when they're net decking Bones, who's at the top of the list ladder and has been at the top of the ladder for a while. This is an awful matchup. And then it's like not terrible in this matchup actually. Well, at least I have double days. So if they scorch the first one.
Humanity is obsolete. I am the future. Prime and ready.
Am I just gonna get 2 out tempoed if I don't play? Can I afford to play double days? I guess I can just slam double days next turn.
I must become the leader they need.
The sun rock got me good.
No, I think you Irelia, you swing first. He goes for Mystic, you use Shaped instead of Duet.
Pitiful.
If he passes back here, I might just allow it. There's also a consideration to use Shapestone to remove the bot there. I think if he had the Mystic, he would have gone for it, but maybe not. There's also, I maybe should have taken that, to be honest. So I think we can reasonably make a read that no Mystic shot. Oh man, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane, right? So he's gonna have a flock here.
Business time.
Progress.
I don't actually have room to play it all. Okay, there's the Mystic. I don't actually have room to play everything. Now I do. Thanks for clearing board space, Galaxus.
Can you improve perfection? Rise, metal brethren. Safety disengaged.
I wonder if I should Greenglade Ribbon Dance or keep Shapestone mana up.
Just like we practiced.
System upgrade.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Let's move.
Flock? Honestly, I would rather he use it there.
Keep running, Kay.
I probably do have to block the 5-1, unless he gives me an action.
Prime and ready.
Striking looks and stunning wit.
Put him to nothing. Idiots.
He guiles something,
System
right?
upgrade.
I've had enough of you.
Do I Blade Dance one of these now? I probably do, right? He can't replay it. It forces blocks, and then I have open swing lethal. I mean, I think I just always have lethal here, right? Block, block. 2. Yeah. Yeah. I don't burn the Shapestone here. Yeah, I know what I'm doing on this deck. I think I've played enough of it at this point. Also, I mean, look at this. This is fucking filthy.
Anything else?
You missed a step.
Ow!
Thanks, Morp. Means a lot. No, I'm getting LP. This is not enough. I mean, I'll probably play some fun decks eventually, but... Gaming. A kiwi. I'm a savage. I eat the kiwi without scooping it. The skin has all the vitamins. Is the SI... I can get the SI Dragons list off of Conscious Runeterra AR.
The desert by my side.
I have no idea, Pat. I actually think it's Greenglade Duo, and then, or I guess it's Deus, and then it's Greenglade Duo Dunekeeper next turn.
Always forward.
And then I think I play Azir on 4. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is trolling, but like, this is just too good not to do, right? Sparring Student to Duo into Dunekeeper, like, it's less valuable than Azir, right? Yeah, Azir's bait at this point. Azir on 3 is almost always correct. This is the one scenario where it's bait.
See what is, see what will be.
Dissident.
This man really about to go to 9. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I might even... Oh, that's kind of sus.
Every Kenyan. Men die, but Sharima lives forever.
Showtime.
Keep your distance.
Stand down.
Hey! Welcome. Happy to have you here.
A little further. Bingo.
Watch me now.
Fiora good, Seku? Is it a Fiora game plan now? Is that where we're at?
Spears ready.
Oh, you're in for it.
Dissident.
To do this.
Square.
Hey Ryan, how's it going? Talking to me in 2 places? That's fine. I'm good with that. I think this is the line. We just take this. Trade this blocker off, it's fine. Fiora scares me. Luckily I have homecomings. Unfortunately they also have responses to that. Oh, I'm gaming.
No mercy for those who desecrate our home.
They will find our lands do not take well to intruders.
I'm gaming.
Spin around, throw it down.
I have risen, and with me, Sharima.
Shurima. Do I attack here?
They'll never see us coming.
And then do it after? So if I attack here, I summon 2 soldiers. Oh, I can attack with this as well. I'm losing Irelia if I do that. I think I need to just do it. What are we planning to climb to tonight? I don't know. We're just going to play until 10, 11 o'clock, probably. We'll see how far we get. He could have 3rd Ribbon Dancer as his only Blade Dance unit here. Which I think means I just win, right? Because Duo's just going to get up there. Yeah. So this was a win. Yeah. Hey Monarch, how's it going?
Look upon our work.
Am I winning, son? Yeah, this is a winner's POV stream. Winner's POV. It's Leo! I'm just gonna full kick. Oh, this turned out so much better.
Bingo.
I'm actually gaming tonight. I think this card is so bad, to be honest. I guess I should have seen that one coming. How was the house viewings? It didn't end up happening. It didn't end up happening. They canceled last minute. I drove down there and then they were like, "Nope, sorry, can't today."
Quick hands make quick work.
Still your name and your house?
Now, where am
I actually think this deck does relatively well into Irelia. And part of the reason why is I don't want to Defiant Dance any of this stuff. I might end up Defiant Dancing my own Ribbon Dancer next turn. I might also just swing and force blocks. I don't want to swing with this. I'm going to keep this. It's a good homecoming target.
These are my streets.
It's a trap.
The only thing that gets Defiant Danced is Echo. The rest of it is like, ooh, Flute Man is really good. So, I have a couple options this turn. I think the first one, I'll do this. This match is just a pain. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Now I can't play the Flute Man. I have to keep Recall mana up. Leo's too fucking good. We do this.
And a 1, 2, 3.
Leo's too fucking good, scaring me off. Okay. Do this. I think.
Immerse yourself.
I was expecting a get excited, which is why I didn't. I was thinking about Defiant Dancing my own unit or his unit,
Bingo.
but I fully expected get excited.
Step lightly.
Sup, Bo?
Men die.
No get excited? Okay.
Descendants
That's good to know.
past and present.
See, I actually like get excited. It's actually the Garrett's version, which is the teal red version, which is an amalgamation of different players' stuff, from what I understand. Why is this thing 2 mana? What if I did this? Is that ever right? Means I can play both Blossoming Blade and Ribbon Dancer next turn. This is the correct play, right? Yeah, I thought so.
The order is given. Arise.
Nuh-uh.
How easy on the hands, they're new.
Glorious sacrifice.
My past flashes.
Has he has predicted. So this could be a crystal. I haven't been hand tracking that well. So I can do double Waking Sands into Ribbon Dancer. I can do single Waking Sands into Ribbon Dancer, Blossoming Blade. I can do Sparring Student, Waking Sands, Ribbon Dancer, Defiant Dance, Blossoming Blade. I think Sparring Student.
Watching you.
Spend mana, then call in an Irelia.
Showtime.
Yeah, I know Rite of Calling, obviously.
The order is given.
So you would Rite of Calling for mana here, I guess? Play Irelia, and then probably Defiant Dance something at the end of the day. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Ribbon Dancer. Oh, look at that, I got the Irelia. Yeah.
Play for your dance.
Play us an
Playing this was the mistake, for sure.
as you remember.
Your emperor commands. Arise.
With me! Today is the day we reclaim our homeland!
Yes.
Yeah. So I full swing now, right? I guess I leave Flute Man back. And then I Defiant Dance afterwards.
fight for
Because he tries to block. Okay.
These are my streets.
Stay away from that switch.
Good question. Why is the one drop 90/90?
will help. How many more?
Stand down. It is time. Arise.
Good question. One drop OP.
Our home, our ancestors are safe once more.
That one drop is hella broken. Sparring student? I also love sparring student. I also hate sparring student. Is Defiant Dance good in this matchup? It is, but I don't think it's a keep. Probably just keep the sparring student.
I can learn from watching you.
As Karma yesterday? Huh. I don't know how I feel about that deck. I don't think it's that great, to be honest. I'm probably getting baited by thinking about playing this Green Glade duo. I think I should just pass, bank the mana for Shapestone, play Azir.
My name will echo through the ages.
Here he goes for an Avalanche. I Shapestone, attack.
Come on in.
And punch.
Question is, do I Shapestone to save the tavern, to save the student? And I think I do.
Let's talk about your attack.
If this forces an open Avalanche, I can double develop Green Glade duo into a Blossoming Blade on Fine, which is 5, which is insane. So I think I like this play. He might also have a Vile Feast or something, which is fine, because then he doesn't have spell mana. It's a Glimpse. Okay, that's fine too.
Glorious sacrifice.
They could be on a Withering Mist, but it seems unlikely. Sparring kind of weak into Ravine? Yeah. But everything's kind of weak into Ravine. Like this whole deck. I'm pretty sure I just roll him over, to be honest. Especially now that I have a Deus. Yeah. So I just play Deus here.
Lifts themselves
This
up
is fine.
bricks.
Next time.
I really want to play all of this out. I think it's just Blossoming Blade. I don't know about the Homecoming. We'll see. I guess it depends on what he does.
Give me grace enough to mask my doubts.
I think it has to be the Blossoming Blade this turn, though. I really want to be super greedy and play all of these out, but that can't be right. Yep, Garrett's was right. Garrett's knows. Blossoming Blade, Homecoming Blossoming Blade, because he just plays fucking Anivia. Like a Papega.
May my steps and my heart be aligned.
I have risen, and with me, Sharima. It is time. Glorious sacrifice. Remember this day.
What a great freeze. What you got, buddy? Yeah.
They cheer on me.
Do I know Dalton Blaze? I do not. Who's Dalton Blaze? Are you gonna tell me I look like him? I feel like every week somebody tells me I look like someone, and I don't know who half the people are. Hey, Anzini. I just saw your message. Sorry, I just saw it. I should have seen it sooner. How are you, friend? Thank you for stopping by. Irelia is your abuser? Yep. I'm terrible. Desert's Wrath. That's so fucking cringe. That's so cringe. Oh god. Why would I play Desert's Wrath? You're gonna have to really sell me on that one. Is Double Days good in this matchup? It's gotta be, right? Any tech cards that can be put into Irelia for certain lineups and seasonals? What are you trying to tech for? Is the real question. Like, a second copy of Field Musicians if you're expecting a lot more of slower matchups. Yeah, you really just want to change numbers. Nemi's right on that one. Change numbers around. I don't think there's any, like... You could add an Opify, I suppose. Like, that's kind of fine.
Time. I need more time.
The desert by my side.
Two mana Azir card. This one. It's great, isn't it? I'm kind of tempted to leave Dunekeeper back. But I think that's trolling.
Always forward.
I think I just play Field Musicians into Blossoming Blade. And I do like shoving damage here. That might have been incorrect. For the record.
Our sun rises.
But I like the idea of shoving damage.
The crystal.
And Ziti with the sub. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that a lot.
And a 1, 2, 3.
No thermo beam, no thermo beam, no thermo beam, no thermo beam. Double mystic shot, okay. I guess I trolled. I should have kept the shapestone.
Lay on.
It's just Karma Ezreal. Same as every Karma deck. Probably this. Into this. Yeah, the shapestone was troll. I should have kept it to save Flute Man. If I kept it to save Flute Man, I'm in a much better spot here. I didn't expect him to play this feline though. But now he got baited and outsmarted.
Check out these moves.
And he can't block any of this, by the way. I'm actually just high rolling out of my mind tonight. What's it matter? Thank you, Anzini. Poor Shotox. It's gotta be Ribbon Dancer.
Showtime.
Do I like Lucian Viego? I haven't seen it in a long time. I messed around with it a little bit. And it was okay. I don't really like the versions that are out there that are basically just ephemeral cheese. I don't think it's fantastic that way. Champless win, by the way. What do you mean? I had an Irelia. And 2 days. I had 3 champs. I just didn't get the opportunity to play the Irelia. I beat him beforehand. Lucian Viego's okay, though. I don't know. I think that deck has potential, but needs to be refined differently. I don't like the ephemeral cheese garbage. I think there's potential for, like, an SI Dragons sort of list to work. I don't actually know what I want in this matchup. Like, I'm tempted to keep this whole hand, to be honest. I would play this on 5. I don't think I want a Ribbon Dancer. I think I keep the 1-drop, and I think I chuck the Irelia. Even though I like Irelia in this matchup and on evens. Yeah, it would play. It would play. So I think we're talking about a Lucian Viego Grand Plaza style deck, right? And I think that using the SI Dragons is better than using the ephemeral cheese bullshit. What is happening?
A little further.
This is gaming. This is gaming. I just don't think ephemerals are very good. Like, ephemerals are really, really shit. So, playing for ephemeral cheese is just kind of garbage. And doesn't make a lot of sense. That's kind of all there is to it.
My name will echo through the ages.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
This guy's gonna be so salty. That's fine, bro. I should have played around this. This was foolish.
That's right.
I should have played the Sparring Student or the Deus. And I could have played Azir next turn. So burned out playing Irelia Azir. So don't play Irelia Azir. There's lots of good decks right now. I don't actually know what the correct play is here. You're annoying. Yeah, I definitely should have played Deus Student last turn. The curve worked better. No. I think you just use the SI dragons as Viego activators in like a yeah, in like a Viego Grand Plaza shell. I like Lucian though. I think Lucian's pretty strong. Do I have a list for this, like the Viego Lucian stuff, or for this? No, I don't. I built and played a list and found it was pretty bad, so I decided not to put it up anywhere.
I could learn from watching you.
The waters give, the breath takes.
I don't think I attack. Might be a mistake.
Wrap 'em up tight, as it must be.
I should have attacked, because I can't... I guess I can actually go to 4. I just have to have balls. Then I think it has to be Azir here,
See what is, see what will be.
and Duo.
The whole world will know my language.
Ha 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 ha. So I can do this.
Come and go. We play on.
That is the wind that rattles the seas.
He just replays it, but that's fine because it's eating all his mana. Rite of Negation? So these are both spells. No, it's just Viego. I don't believe in this deck at all. I don't think this is a good deck. Okay, decided he didn't want to replay Viego.
This one's a fighter. Death is everything.
Stand down.
And punch.
There's no point in playing this.
Sweep the left.
Arise! Shurima is sand and sky, past and present. Your emperor commands.
Breathe your last.
She waits for me beyond the mist, my queen. It is time. Arise!
Death is everything.
What's the real punish from my Atro? Homecoming? I guess. That's kind of fine, right?
You will serve.
It's a visual bug, right?
Oh, you're in for it.
Do I overwrite? Yeah. Student is straight up a Gnosis. I kind of want to overwrite this, but I think that's griefing. Maybe not. Maybe I overwrite the flute guy. Yeah, I think it's overwrite Deus, right?
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Another Vile Feast? No, Glimpse. Okay. Should he not have waited to do that? I think it is overwrite Deus in that spot.
Full speed ahead.
I almost brain farted. Now the Rite of Negation?
Your Emperor commands.
Or does he have Atro?
It is time. You cannot stop me.
Yeah, there was no point in bouncing anything on his side, right? He has Atro, so it doesn't... Oh, no Atro. Okay, so I win.
I command you.
And now I think it's got to be Irelia, right? Yeah. Irelia is better than the Blossoming Blade because Irelia does Irelia things. Maybe I'm supposed to get rid of the musicians in that spot.
Born in the first lands, and we will defend
I think
it
I
to
do.
the end.
And I think I replace it with this second student.
Play us an anthem of Navori. Or the
Okay.
pieces you will
It didn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. It's Irelia for sure. And I think I'm supposed to get rid of the student for the duo for the second student first. The hardest turn there was deciding what to overwrite for the duo at that point. I mean, we're up 100 LP in an hour. Man, I feel like everything is really low this season. Dr. Chekhov with her play my deck. Trying to end the winning streak. I'm kidding. Also, Morp, are you still in here? Can you send this man his invite? Dr. Chekhov, send him his invite. He's in here right now. Just give it to him. What do you mean? You have to do meal prep? Can I send him an invite? Is he approved? I really want one drops that aren't sparring student, but I also don't want to give up sparring student. And I think Irelia is pretty good in this matchup, but... Okay, but can I send it to him? Like, he's right here. There's a live link. Okay.
Ready, willing, and alert. I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
Yeah, or send me a PM on Discord, Dr. Chekhov. Morp is busy. He's got to do stuff. But I don't actually have to do stuff, so...
Round, throw it down.
You can send either one of us a PM. seems like a questionable attack.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Don't DM Monty, he's a bully. I guess I am. Sad she hit.
Listen up. Lost the beat.
I guess I am a bully. Play a Rek'Sai? That's not a Rek'Sai. It's Ribbon Dancer here. To build the sparring student up
We can
and
always
to trade
rely on
into
you
that.
to keep us safe. It's not safe.
And then it's duo. And then I'm going Irelia next turn. If I bank the mana, I can Defiant Dance Irelia, but I think I want 2 duos. I guess I can still Defiant Dance Ribbon Dancer. Is that better than Irelia? That's not better than Irelia. Ah, well that sucks.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey,
See what I've learned?
You missed a step.
I feel like he just put a pike on top, so I might be screwed.
My work.
Every blade, every beat in its place. They'll never see us coming.
I'm not sure. Guess I'm passing here. I think I'm gonna trade the Irelia off, as weird as that is. I don't want to take a fuck ton of damage here.
Oh, you're in for it.
Maybe I'm not supposed to trade this off. I think what I want to do next turn is Irelia, duet, lead and follow Irelia, duet, duet. So if I Irelia, lead and follow,
Hurry. They await
that's
our
5
orders.
mana. Replay Irelia, that's 8 mana. 2 more duets is 10 mana. Do I have just enough mana for that if I bank full this turn? And that should... That's not enough to level Irelia, is it? So I can't do a double swap. Hey, Monitas, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys had a good stream. So I think that means I do this, because it's better to remove blockers. Hey, what's good, Tempo?
My homeland.
So I play Irelia this turn.
Not to forget, but to remember.
We end round. We start with the duet. For playing Forbidden Deck, Pepe Hands. I was at under 100 LP. I wanted LP. Forgive me. Forgive me. I miscounted. I didn't have to double play Irelia, right? Isn't Sivir the forbidden deck? People boxing, bro. People boxing. I don't know. Sivir might be the forbidden deck. I kind of hope he plays the 2-drop here. Oh, that's better. Do I do this now? No. It's got to be this. What's up, socially awkward potato?
I must become the leader they need.
No, they're different. Also exact lethal. Haha! We beat the unfavored matchup to break 200 LP. Love to see it.
Invaders leave this place and never return.
Yeah, it's been a good night. It's been a really good night. I haven't lost a game yet. I'm not sure how many in a row that is, to be honest. We'll see. Poor Runeterra AR. Stick to LP farm from here onwards? Yeah, I definitely need to stick to LP farm from here onwards. Oh, look, random. I caught him. Almost. I'm going to pass him next time. I guess I have to go to Mobalytics to try and find my stats. Because Runeterra AR is timed out of keys. Sag. I'm 6-0 tonight. Wow, I love XP, guys. How much LP does the Black Boss have? 661? I really want the X and 2 Blessing. I really need it. I actually think I have a decent chance this seasonal. I'm pretty comfortable in the meta. I think my lineup is good. I really want the X2 Blessing. I think I can make top cut. For once, I'm very confident. And like, if you guys know me and have been around my stream for a while, you know that I have some confidence, but I don't really believe in my abilities, you know? It's not that I'm, like, it's not that I think I'm a terrible player or anything like that, but I'm not one to say, like, I think I could do it. It's more like, yeah, we'll see what happens, like, I'll do my best. I think I can do it this time. I'm pretty damn comfortable in the meta. This should be a shitty matchup for us as well.
What do you call that technique?
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
One sprint for each crab I saw today.
I don't want to trade in 1-drops. Yes. Saved.
I am the blade in the darkness.
But, huh.
Shurima never fell. It only awaited my return.
Focus. Focus.
Do I trade the green glade?
You going?
I have 2 green glades. Green glade's less valuable because he has sharp sight. This gets bigger. And survives.
Come, give an empire to
Yeah, I think this is right. Yeah, I think this is correct. I think Sparring Student's more valuable than the Green Glade duo. Yeah, so I don't know, Dr. Chekhov. I might just stick to. I might refund you on that one. I might take a peek at it if you want.
find our lands do
Like, I'll take a peek at it and like tell you what I think of it if you want, and then I'll refund you your points anyways. I'll just do it for free because I love your decks. I think they're always very, very great to see, and I do like them. But I think I'm gonna stick to actually trying to climb. And like, if I'm trying to climb, this is the way, right? This is how I'm gonna get there. I'll pull it up though. I am interested in the deck that you sent.
am a true master. In Shurima's name.
Do I throw away the Irelia?
Bring me tea to gain the
So I know that's a unit.
and punch.
I think we just chance it.
How did that move go?
Why did the creator dashboard change? Why did my creator dashboard change? Where's my reward stuff? Yeah, I should disable it.
Strike, left foot strike.
My sweeper.
But it's a bit of a pain to disable it right now. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know why opponent did that. But I'll take the free LP.
Our home, our ancestors are safe once more.
Yeah, that Zed was dying. I guess that's why he did it, because he threw away